Janet Lynn Kuiper is an affectionate child, a mentally retarded child. For Janet Lynn to develop into a productive citizen, she'll need special help. Help that is by no means inexpensive. Fortunately, Janet Lynn lives in Delaware, a state where people really care about their retarded children. One of the ways Delawareans go about helping these afflicted youngsters is through an outstanding summer sporting event. Today, August 18, 1973, thousands of citizens will join Janet Lynn for the annual Delaware All-Star Game, which benefits more than 10,000 mentally retarded children in this state. Monies derived from the All-Star Game are channeled into the Delaware Foundation for Retarded Children. The DFRC uses these funds in the areas of medical care, education, vocational training, and recreation of retarded children, and in the construction of facilities like the Hospital for Retarded Children at Stockley. Funds are also used for workshops where teenagers and young adults can acquire vocational skills scaled to their ability. Recreation is an extremely important phase in the development of these children, and DFRC money goes to operate these day camps for the retarded. The people of Delaware have made great strides in educating and caring for the mentally retarded of all ages. But there's so much more that can and must be done to help them take their place in life and to care for the ones who cannot. Thanks to the Delaware All-Star Game, nearly $1 million has been raised in their behalf. At the Adult Activity Center, Mrs. Marlene Williams supervises the morning exercises. The center, paid for with All-Star Game money, provides the exercise, recreation, and social environment that normal adults take for granted. At the center, the atmosphere is always one of happiness, cooperation, and good fellowship. Testimony to the loving care the retarded receive from the staff of this fine facility. The Alfred I. DuPont Institute offers a testing program for evaluating a child's mental and physical capabilities. A psychologist evaluates the child's level of mental functioning and then consults with other specialists to decide on individual programs for the youngsters. With DFRC money, a family's ability to pay is no obstacle to their receiving neurological and evaluative counseling. This infant, who had medical problems at birth, is being checked for developmental milestones. In neighborhood health clinics, there are facilities for examination and inoculation of very young and preschool children. DFRC money has started a lead paint poisoning testing program at these locations. A sample of blood from a child's finger gathered into a detection sampler. The DFRC-funded blood samples go to the chief medical examiner for lead detection. In the laboratory, the blood tested to determine any level of lead dangerous enough to cause brain damage and retardation. All-Star money paid for this atomic absorption spectrophotometer, which was developed to test small blood samples from a child's finger. And DFRC money pays for salaries of research personnel, instruments, supplies, and lab work. To keep it all working for the mentally retarded, to find all of the answers will take time, technology, and money. A tender hand offered in friendship, a warm gesture eagerly accepted by one who thrives on affection. For Janet Lynn Kuiper, it's nice to have someone to look up to, even if it's only for a little while. The Delaware JCs and Jane C's are serving up refreshments on Blue Gold Day, and Janet Lynn is among the first in line. She's a little girl with a big appetite. The Delaware All-Star Game owes a lot to the many behind-the-scenes volunteer groups. Kiwanis, Delaware Lions Club, DeMolay, Boy Scouts, Notre Dame Club, Delaware State Police, hundreds of men and women from all over the state who work hard to make this an enjoyable afternoon for the fans. This is a special day for 8-year-old Janet Lynn Kuiper, for she's been chosen the 1973 All-Star Child, and she'll reign at all the ceremonies throughout this big afternoon of football. But right now, she's enthralled, or a little bewildered perhaps, by the antics of Bozo and his pals. These merrymakers make sure little Janet doesn't miss out on a copy of the big All-Star program. Excitement in the air as football fans from every corner of Delaware arrive in increasing numbers. Many have been following the All-Star players throughout their high school careers. Inside beautiful University of Delaware Stadium in Newark, the blue team and gold team cheerleaders give Janet Lynn some pointers on how to rouse the crowd with a stylish shake or two of the pom-poms. Janet doesn't need too much prepping before she's got the knack. The tremendous Delaware All-Star Marching Band, comprised of tunesmiths from 19 high schools, serenade the thousands of fans who have already made their way into the stadium. A celebrity's life is never dull. It's so exciting to find your name and picture in all the magazines. Sue Davies' photograph is in the All-Star program too, but it's not nearly as big as Janet Lynn's. The arrival by helicopter of Miss Delaware, Jackie LaGuardia, Melody Centrella, Queen of the Blue Team, and Vicki Withrow, Queen of the Gold, is an extra added attraction that brings a mighty roar from the crowd. Greeting the girls on their arrival are Bob Kelly, game chairman, and Mary Boyer and Lou Chambers of the All-Star Committee. The All-Star Committee is the motivating force behind the summer spectacle. The money the committee turns over to the DFRC from admissions, concessions, and advertising space in the program is spent in the state of Delaware as seed money to promote new programs for the mentally retarded. That's how it's always been and will continue to be. The 66 players who are ready to live out the slogan, "We play that they may learn," are the cream of the senior players from 30 different Delaware high schools. The 1973 All-Star Child, Janet Lynn Kuiper, is escorted onto the field by number 17, Mike Andrus of the Gold Team, and Lou Mancari of the Blue. The All-Star Band leads the crowd in the national anthem, and it's almost time for the kickoff. The 18th Delaware All-Star game will be played under ideal conditions between two well-disciplined squads. The captain and co-captains of the blue and gold teams, respectively, meet with the referee for the toss of the coin. The blue has won the toss and can choose to receive or pick the goal which it will defend. They elect to receive the kickoff, and the gold representatives decide to defend the goal to our left. Janet Lynn Kuiper presents the game ball to the referee, and we're ready for action. The gold team, coached by Marty Apostolico of Dickinson and his assistants, Wayne Vasilati and Jim Colbert, prepares to kick off. Mike Andrus of Dover boots the ball, and the game is underway. Mike's squib kick is picked up by Anthony Johnson, but the Wilmington Star has no chance to run it back. The gold defense stops the first Blues series. With gold on offense, Henry Briscoe of Cape Anlopen fumbles a handoff from Kenny Smith. Jim Keenan of Concord scoops it up and sprints to the gold 4-yard line, where Bob Sufi of Sanford makes the stop. A big break for the Blues here in the early moments. Fourth and goal at the 1. Mark McLean of Salesianum slants off tackle for the first score of the game. From the ground, we see McLean lower the boom on Jim Hopkins of Woodbridge. Doc Deldeo's kick makes it 7-0 Blue. Tim Davis of Tatnall kicks off. The low boot taken on the hop by Ted Rapone of Newark, who returns to the goal 37. Janet Lindkuiper, obviously enjoying every minute of the game, watches Henry Briscoe on a power sweep cut inside Mike Sistek's great block for 13 yards. Interior linemen rarely get the recognition they deserve. Watch number 64, guard Mike Sistek of John Dickinson, throw the key block to spring Bob Sufi of Sanford. It's another first down for the Gold on the Blue 31. The Gold is on the go. Their crunching ground game is spearheading the attack. Hard-running Henry Briscoe sweeps to the Blue 25. On the next play, quarterback Mike Andrus surprises the defense. Andrus rolls left, has protection, fires a left-handed spiral that hits Al Sowden of H.C. Conrad squarely on the hands. Touchdown, Gold. But the conversion fails, and Blue still leads 7-6. In the second quarter, Marty Apostolico's Gold squad unveils the longest play of the day. Mike Andrus, the versatile signal caller from Dover, decides to keep the football. Andrus turns the corner, pours on the speed. Mike Hartsky of Salesianum is in pursuit, but Andrus streaks 45 yards before Hartsky can bring him down. Gold is rotating its quarterbacks. Kenny Smith of St. Mark's dons his running shoes, but can only pick up a couple of yards around the left side. Again, Mike Hartsky makes the tackle. Third and 7 on the Blue 22. Mike Andrus, who passed for the touchdown in an almost identical situation in the first quarter, finds the defense laying back, anticipating the pass and leaving itself vulnerable in the middle. Andrus takes advantage of the situation. He bolts for 21 yards before the defense can react. Bob Patuska comes up to make the stop at the 1. A play later, Andrus sneaks across for the score. The Gold successful on a 2-point conversion to take command 14-7. Mike Andrus kicks off for the Gold. Dick Parson gathers it in on the 13 and starts upfield. The speed merchant from Howard High reverses his field and appears to be on his way. But Mike Andrus's great tackle checks Parsons' bid. A clipping penalty against the Blue wipes out Parsons' long kickoff return. Late in the half, after Blue recovers a Gold fumble, Mark McLean finds some daylight and explodes for a first down on the Gold 27. Quarterback Lou Mancari of Salesianum goes to the air. His pass to Tony Johnson is broken up by Jim Hopkins. A fine defensive play by the Woodbridge Star. Less than 20 seconds are left in the half. Mancari decides to pass to Johnson again. This time the combination is successful for 16 yards before Hopkins makes a jolting tackle at the Gold 11. There's time for one more play. Mancari searches for Joe Campbell of Salesianum, heavily guarded. Mancari throws almost in desperation. Mike Andrus intercepts in the end zone to protect the Gold margin. At halftime of this hard-fought Delaware All-Star game, the score, Blue 7, Gold 14. While the teams retire to the locker room to map strategy for the second half, Janet Lynn Kuiper, accompanied by her parents, meets Governor Sherman W. Tribbitt, Miss Delaware, and members of the All-Star Committee at midfield. The governor is a man vitally interested in helping the mentally retarded of his state.
How's that, huh?
It's for being the All-Star girl.
Traditionally, the governor shows his allegiance to both the blue and gold teams by changing sides at halftime. The governor will sit on the gold side of the field for the second half. There's plenty of music to keep the customers satisfied at intermission. Many physically handicapped men, women, and children are in attendance. Governor Tribbitt meets with them to offer a word of encouragement, a handshake, an autograph. The welfare of these people is of great concern to the governor and to all Delawareans. An aroused Gold squad is ready to receive the kickoff to start the second half. Gold leads 14-7. Tim Davis of Tatnall boots the ball. Steve Huber of John Dickinson pulls it in at the 14 and makes a nifty return. Fourth and 1 on the Gold 49. Kenny Smith of St. Mark's recovers his own fumble for a loss of 5 yards. Blue takes over on downs. Mark McLean of Salesianum leads the blue attack. McLean drives hard over the left side for the first down. The ball squirts loose, but the whistle had blown. The next time McLean goes on one of his rampages, he doesn't stop until he's in the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown. Doc Deldeo's kick evens the score at 14 apiece. Tim Davis kicks off for the Blue All-Stars. Steve Huber of John Dickinson is under it at the 9. Huber brings the ball back to the 20 and gives it to Al Soden of H.C. Conrad. Soden romps 33 yards in the other direction before Tony Johnson makes the stop at the 47 of the Blue. Bob Tattersall, head coach of the Blues, alerts his players to a situation that may arise.
Don't let us trap you, Marine, on the motion. Yeah, they're going to trap us one of these times. Try that! Good job! They had to come with it. They're trying to set it up. Had it.
Halfback Jim Jenkins of Delaware keeps the Gold on the move as he slashes to the right side to the 29. Gold repeats the call. Jenkins follows his interference for 7 more yards as the third quarter ends. On his third straight crack at the right side, Jenkins picks up a first down at the 9. Gold coach Marty Apostolico getting anxious for a touchdown. On third down, Mike Andrus tries to sneak across from the 1. The officials finally give the indication. Touchdown.
Hey, I'm stay in there, Jimmy. 32, 132.
Stay in there. Stay in
Gold decides to try for the two-point conversion, but Joe Campbell of Silesianum roars in to squash the attempt.
Backside. Campbell, backside.
Gold leads 20-14. Mike Andrus kicks off. Dick Parsons, the racehorse out of Howard High, has it and makes tracks. Parsons looks like he might go all the way, but Mike Andrus makes a solid stop at the 41. Mark McLean continues to roll up the yardage. Lou Mancari, quarterback of the Blues, receives important instructions for the crucial moments ahead.
Got to get a first down now, right? Right. Get a first down. We'll run the clock down here. Use up, the 20, 22 seconds each play. All right. That's our left side has been the best one all day. So that's it. Now, one thing: you run an 18 or 19, hold the football. Don't pitch the football. Baby. Come on, boy. Okay? I'd rather have just flank and run it, but let's keep the thing. Okay.
Mark McLean, the leading ground gainer in this contest, peels off 25 of his 134 yards in one clip. McLean puts Blue in good position to regain the lead. Nat Huggins of Middletown and Charlie Gibbs of Cape Henlopen force the big guy out. McLean, who will carry 7 times on this drive alone, is stacked up a yard shy of the goal. On the next play, McLean slants across for his 3rd touchdown. The Blues convert to go ahead 21-20.
Get up, come on, Jimmy, go! Go, come on!
After the kickoff, Gold is driving. Mike Andrus fakes an inside handoff and pitches out, missing the target. The first pair of hands to reach the free ball belong to Mike Hartsky. Number 42 has clear sailing for a 42-yard touchdown. With 4 minutes, 56 seconds left, Blue leads 27-20. Mark McLean bellows to the Blue defenders to hold that lead. Gold tries to launch another drive. Kenny Smith's short, low pass caught sensationally by Al Soden. Here's a big 4th down and 10 play. Gold's Ken Smith gambles on a long toss to Al Soden. Soden, guarded closely by Patuska, wrestles the ball away from the Blue defender for a tremendous 37-yard reception. Gary Anderson of Thomas McKean follows up with a 13-yard burst up the middle for a touchdown. Gold will not play for the tie. They'll go for the 2-point conversion. The rugged Blue defense holds. The Blue team almost assured of a victory here if they can just hold on to that football for the remaining minutes. They lead 27-26. Mike Andrus tries an onside kick, but Blue is ready. Tim Davis comes up with the ball, and Blue simply controls the football the rest of the way. For the 12th time in the 18 years of the Delaware All-Star Classic, the Blue squad beats the Gold by a 27-26 score. In addition, the Blue team captures the Outstanding Player Award, with Silesianum's Mark McLean rolling to 134 yards and 3 touchdowns. As the fans, players, coaches, and volunteers begin to file out of the stadium, they share a common thought. They have all been a part of a great undertaking to help Janet Lynn Kuiper and the thousands of other mentally retarded children in the state to live a richer more productive life.